Hello you guys and welcome to my channel. I'm so excited to have you here. So welcome to the random MLM Horror Stories video that I'm posting today. I normally post these on Friday, but I wanted to get today's up today. So welcome to the surprise video. I hope that you guys are having an amazing day today. I've got my coffee, I got my nails done. It's been a good day thus far. I hope you guys are having an amazing one. So today we are going to be going over MLM Horror Stories that were sent to me through multiple of my emails. If you would like to send me your MLM horror story, or if you would like to send me any scam story, whether you've been scammed online, whether you've been scammed by an influencer, anything like that, I also read scam stories. So definitely make sure to email me them to my horror story email that I have in the description down below with an explanation on how to send them to me. So yeah, I'm excited for this one. It's been like a month since I've done one, so I like to do one of these a month. So again, if you would like me to continue this series, definitely make sure to send me your MLM horror story. And also keep in mind, I do not read these MLM horror stories ahead of time. I literally click on them and then I start to read them. So I have a folder in my email of all MLM horror stories I've gotten over the years that I may not have had a chance to read and everything like that. So I am just going to be reading them, and it's not in any particular order or anything like that. So the first story reads, "Hi Deanna, please keep me anonymous. I'm an optometrist and I saw a patient, an 80-something-year-old man, last year for an appointment, and his wife accompanied him. Unfortunately, before his follow-up appointment with me, he died. Oh, during a heart procedure. That's so sad. I sent a sympathy card to his wife and I thought that was it. Over a year later, she called my office and said something to one of my staff like, quote, 'Did you know that my husband died?' End quote. The staff member, remembering the sympathy card we sent, was confused as to why she was telling her this. Then the wife starts talking about how great her shop club is and wants to give me more information. So my staff member gave her my email address. I've attached our email correspondence below." Okay, so email number one said, "Hi, Dr. Blank. I hope you're doing well and hope your business is thriving. Has anyone taken the time to show you the online wellness store? I would love to do that. Please call me at blank." And then clearly the person who sent me this MLM horror story responds and says, "Hi, Miss Blank. All is well here. Thank you. I am familiar with Melaleuca, but I don't purchase products from any multi-level marketing company. I'm aware that Melaleuca vehemently denies being an MLM company, but regardless of how they identify, they're still using an MLM business structure. Best of luck. Wishing you well, Dr. Blank." This person responds and says, "Hi, Dr. Blank. Thank you for taking the time to communicate with me. I am sending a brochure from our website that will point out clearly that Melaleuca is different. Our CEO and President Obama had one-on-one discussions about how and why we are different. Enjoy the brochure, and I am ready to answer any questions for you. Thanks for your interest in seeing that businesses are what they say they are. My pleasure to have crossed paths with you. Thank you for helping with my late husband." So the doctor didn't send any more responses to this individual, so they wrote, "It's abhorrent that someone took advantage of this old woman to recruit her into an MLM. Her upline obviously told her to call everyone she's ever met, including her late husband's eye doctor, who she met literally once. I just hope she doesn't lose too much money because she's living off of her retirement funds." The funny thing is that Melaleuca, which is clearly an MLM, has a whole PDF document as to why they are not an MLM. Okay, so this page, this Melaleuca document is literally 16 pages, so I'm going to point out certain things about it. This is wild. I'm literally reading it as I'm reading it to y'all. So a part of it goes, "At Melaleuca, we have what has proven to be a very fair and rewarding program for those who refer our product. Unfortunately, some misguided individuals have confused what we do at Melaleuca with multi-level marketing. We believe it's important to distinguish the many differences between Melaleuca's business model, called consumer direct marketing, and the MLM model. This brochure outlines the element of an MLM company and contrasts those points with Melaleuca's business model. Upon examination, we're confident that you will recognize Melaleuca has almost nothing in common with the MLM industry." So let's go into this. What does Melaleuca think? So there's a page that literally says Melaleuca versus MLMs. And they wrote, "The distinguishing but glaring difference between Melaleuca's consumer direct marketing model is that with Melaleuca, there are not multiple levels of distribution. As all state and federal legal legal definitions make clear, MLMs consist of the buying and reselling of products by distributors. Melaleuca's marketing executives do not resell any products. In fact, Melaleuca's policy strictly forbid it. In Melaleuca's model, a marketing executive simply refers customers to Melaleuca, helps them set up shopping accounts, and then trains others to do so. That's an MLM. I think people are so stuck on the fact of like this old school way of thinking how MLMs are, where it was kind of like LuLaRoe. If you guys are familiar with LuLaRoe, it was a company that you would purchase inventory, you would get that inventory to your house, and then you would sell the product. So a lot of people were spending tens of thousands of dollars on inventory, but never able to sell it. So outright, you're going to be out a couple $1,000s, if not worse than that. So now what MLM companies are doing instead is MLM companies are having a website where an individual can purchase the company's product through that site because the MLM rep is promoting that company's product and they are pushing them to go to the site. But on top of that, the main part of multi-level marketing companies is the fact that you recruit other people and you make commissions off of that. So whether you make team cycle bonus, whether you make anything, you're making money off of what your downline is doing. So by recruiting someone, everything that they do, you're going to make a profit off of. So with certain MLMs, they'll have something called like a team cycle bonus. So everything your rep sells, like anyone in your downline, anything that downline sells, you're going to make a profit of, and so on and so forth. You'll collect volume through what your team sells and what your team buys. And that's how a lot of people in most multi-level marketing companies make the money that they do make, is through having sales reps under them that do the same thing. So for Melaleuca to say that it's just buying and reselling of products to distributors, no, it's not. There's literally multiple ways to do an MLM, whether you have your MLM reps purchase the inventory and then resell it, or whether you have a link where they send everybody to go buy the product and then you recruit people to do the same thing where you earn a profit off of that. So to me, it's just wild that they're trying to say they're not an MLM when they literally said in Melaleuca's model, a marketing executive simply refers customers to Melaleuca, helps them set up shopping accounts, and then trains others to do so. Melaleuca's marketing executives don't sell products like MLM distributors. Commissions are not based on sales to other distributors, but on purchases made by actual customers. So yes, if your upline is making money based on the products that you're selling to customers, that's an MLM because you're having multiple levels where you're earning volume and making an income based on what your downline is selling, buying, and what they're doing. So that would be a multi-level marketing company. So let's continue. Now I'm really interested in this. This turned into an MLM horror story and then deep dive into Melaleuca's brochure. But I don't care. I'm really interested in this. So they state these differences are significant, which is why the Idaho State Tax Commission has stated Melaleuca does not fall within the legal definition of a multi-level marketer. With Melaleuca, there is a single transaction between Melaleuca and the end consumer. Melaleuca has no distributors since Melaleuca handles the entire transaction, thus no multiple levels. So, okay, yes, companies are the ones that take care of the transaction. So for example, Beachbody, Monet, all of these people have this same setup where they have people that join the company and then they buy products, and those consumers that are purchasing products through the MLM rep aren't paying the MLM rep. They're buying it through the company's site through that rep's link that makes them get the commissions for it. And then on top of that, they can recruit people to do the same where they earn money off of it. That's the main point about MLMs. People like to say that it's like affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing has nothing to do with recruiting other people to do the same thing and making commissions off of them and having multiple levels or anything like that. The main difference is affiliate marketing is just where you send someone through your link, like Amazon affiliate, Magic links, things like that. And then when you start to recruit people to do the same thing as you and to sell the company's product, you are then in a multi-level marketing company. So I decided to really tell if Melaleuca is an MLM, you could really look at a company's comp plan, and that will help you out in seeing if it's an MLM. If you see that they're making money off of people under them and recruiting people, that means that you're in a multi-level marketing company. So when you look at their comp plan, they state that there's two ways to earn commission. One is customers enrolled by you, others is customers enrolled by others, which would make sense. That's the affiliate link. That's how you sell products. But then they have a spot called bonuses. It says you are paid bonuses when you advance in status, when others in your marketing organization advance, and when you qualify for a monthly car bonus. So if you look at literally just their graph or status, they have ranks. They have director, director 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They have senior director. They have senior director 2 to 9. So they do have different ranks in which you can go up. They have a mentoring bonus, so you can qualify for that if your personal enrollees advance from one status to the next. So you're earning money off of what people are doing under you. They have what's called an expanded mentoring bonus, which is when you have certain people at certain ranks in your downline, you earn a certain type of bonus. And then they have leadership development pools, leadership growth bonuses. They have monthly car bonuses if you get to a certain rank in the company. So to me, this is an MLM. This is exactly what an MLM company is. So for them to have that kind of comp plan and are doing those kind of things, but then to have this huge document about why it's not an MLM is intriguing to me, because clearly this has nothing to do with the MLM reps. If the MLM itself is telling these reps that it's not an MLM, they're going to go based off of that. So I don't blame the MLM reps at all. To me, this is the company's fault. If you're having Melaleuca reps out here saying that it's not an MLM, it's most likely the company that's telling these reps that, and that's why they're going on saying that it's not an MLM. So again, it's not the rep's fault, it's the company's fault for promoting something like this. And then in their document, they do have like the legal analysis of what the FTC says and the state law. They stated that the term multi-level marketing is defined by the FTC as one form of direct selling, refers to a business model in which a company distributes products through a network of distributors who earn income from their own retail sales of the products and retail sales made by distributors' direct and indirect recruits. Because they earn a commission from the sales the recruits make, each member in the MLM network has an incentive to continue recruiting additional sales representatives into their downline. And then they wrote the FTC definition does not apply to Melaleuca because Melaleuca does not fit within the definition because 1, Melaleuca's customers purchase products directly from Melaleuca. There's no network of distributors. There still is a network of distributors. Just because they purchase through the rep's link that makes them commissions, they're still earning through their network of distributors. They're earning commissions whether they sell a product or whether their recruits sell a product. They do fall within this. Just because your company doesn't make the reps have inventory doesn't mean they're not an MLM. And then it says, number 2, Melaleuca executives do not earn income from their own retail sales of Melaleuca products or the retail sales of their direct or indirect recruits, which to me is weird because here on their website, it goes customers enrolled by you. When you enroll a customer, you will receive 50% of product points on orders your customer places. Beginning with your customer's 4th month, the commission you receive on your customers will depend on how many active enrolled customers you have during the month. So in my opinion, I think that this company is an MLM. They're saying that they're not. Let me know what y'all think down below. I will link the compensation plan down below if y'all want to look at it. I will also link the brochure down below if y'all want to look at it. Anyways, we're here for MLM Horror Stories, not reading brochures. So I just thought that was interesting and I felt like that was really important. I'm like, are you kidding? You're trying to say you're not an MLM. To me, you are. You're just trying to find loopholes to which you cannot call yourself one. So the next story says, please keep my identity private. I don't want to hurt the girl's feelings who this is about. In case she stumbles upon this, I've already changed her name. Hi, Deanna. I've binged all of your content over the new year. I love this series and always thought about how crazy it is. I've never had an experience. Until this morning when I was cooking breakfast, it dawned on me. I have such a horrible MLM story that I must have just tried blocking out until now. I'm not sure what jogged my memory, but here we go. At the end of 2019, I had went back to work after staying home with my 2 kids for 3 years. I was working for maybe 2 months before being promoted to head of operations at Ulta. Not long after that, we needed to hire someone under me to train because I had decided to go back to being a stay-at-home mom by the end of the year. I posted on Facebook asking friends if they were interested, but they had to have experience. I got a message from an old middle school bestie that I had fallen out of touch with. She was constantly posting about the makeup she was selling, and when I asked if she had experience, she said, yeah, I have run my own business for years. It really seemed like a perfect fit. Someone passionate about what Ulta sells with motivation enough to start a business. That was paying for all these trips she continuously advertised. I was so naive and happy to give an old friend the opportunity for a good position. I didn't ask many other questions and set her up for an interview. We sat down with 2 women from my upper management team and the first couple of questions went great. Nothing weird here until we got to experience. It was like a light switch flipped and she went right into a sales pitch about mascara and how she kept her business afloat for over 2 years. Immediately the room got awkward and I had to sit there while my district manager explained explain to this girl that one, being part of an MLM wasn't operations experience, and two, selling for Younique was not the same as owning your own makeup business. I felt so bad. Not only was she now sitting there awkwardly, I was sitting there absolutely mortified that this was the candidate I had brought in and bragged about, saying she was the perfect fit. Needless to say, the interview didn't go beyond that, and I walked her out. I was expecting her to be upset or embarrassed, but she was unfazed. As soon as we got to the building's front door, she turned to me all perky and said, "Since you're leaving me here to be home, I think my business would be a perfect fit for you. I'll message you all the products we have when I get home." I just laughed it off and said goodbye. To this day, I have no idea if she actually wanted the job or just saw the opportunity to try and sell Younique to a new audience. I never did get a message from her again, and since this, she had stopped posting about Younique and has become a local makeup artist. I cheer her on from the sidelines, but as still too embarrassed to personally reach out. Well, I'm really happy that this girl, yes, she was in an MLM and she did some funky things in the MLM. Everybody does. I guarantee you everyone that's been in an MLM has talked about it being their own business, has tried to recruit people, has cold messages, has been on calls, has reached out to family and friends and all of this stuff. So everyone's done some like icky things that they normally wouldn't do. But to see that this person, yes, she may have gotten into Younique and then she was able to see through that she wants to be in the industry of makeup and has become a makeup artist and gone through the schooling and done everything she needed to do to get to that point. So that's amazing. And I love seeing those stories where, yeah, you may have done some icky things in the MLM because everybody in an MLM does, but you're able to get out, learn from that experience and kind of go where you want to go moving forward. And I definitely think being in an MLM, it kind of really can lead you to where you need to go next. And maybe if you didn't have that experience, maybe you wouldn't have ever thought about that. So maybe this person didn't know she was that passionate for being a makeup artist until joining Younique and everything like that. So it is exciting to see that, but the story is a bit of a horror story to bring someone in to Ulta and you recruited them and you're trying to get them to work for the company and then they go in talking about their MLM. That is a bit like rough, I would say. So let's move on to the next story. This one is about a life insurance company. Hi Deanna, I recently found your anti-MLM videos on YouTube and I've been hooked on the horror stories you post. So I decided to share mine. Mine isn't about hair products or fitness. My MLM was a life insurance pyramid scheme. Yep, American Income Life. Apparently, Warren Buffett owns it, or at least that's what I was told. So after I graduated college, I felt the pressure to get a job and start earning money, especially since I had friends who immediately got high-paying jobs right after college. I started applying on websites such as LinkedIn and Indeed, and I saw a post looking for an insurance representative that claimed to pay $65K a year. I decided to apply and immediately got a call back for an interview at an office location close to home. I was so excited. I went in for the designated time and saw the waiting area was filled with 15 to 20 people waiting for an interview. That should have been a sign. I waited until I was called into a room and the lady didn't even look at me. She simply asked if I had a car and a valid license. That's it. 20 seconds tops. Another sign. A couple hours later, I get a phone call from someone else saying I got the job and that I needed a PC, laptop, and an insurance license and that I had to pay for them myself because I would be considered self-employed. I don't know why I didn't take that as a sign to SMH. Poor, naive, desperate young me. At this point, I was basically crying tears of joy for finally getting a job. I studied for about 10 days and paid to take the insurance exam. I passed. Now this job involved me showing up to people's houses all over the state, even though they promised it would be local, sometimes 2-hour drives, and give a presentation of child safety and try to get them to buy life insurance at the end of the presentation. No gas money provided. Most people thought it was a child safety kit that would be delivered, not a person showing up saying, "Let me in so I can give you an awkward presentation." The commission was 50%, and the only way to rise in ranking was recruiting. ... Shocking. After about 2 months, our calling center got shut down, so we had to make cold calls to people asking if they wanted a child safety presentation in their homes. I lasted roughly 4 months, never knew what a pyramid scheme was until I left, especially since most have products like makeup or shampoo, not life insurance. My supervisor would tell me time and time again to recruit people, but I was embarrassed of my job. And he would tell me to not say to clients I was Puerto Rican because it was what? It was ghetto, which hurt. Who says that? Ew. One coworker lived in their car and I would go weeks with little or very little pay. People yelling at me to leave their house and on the phone. Coworkers telling me they've had guns pointed at them for trying to sell insurance. I would constantly hear I was doing bad if I didn't make a sale, even though people either already had life insurance or didn't have a bank or were sick. So it was a lot of pressure. The most I made in a month was about $600. I sold 2 policies. It was one of the lowest points in my life. I would even cry when I drove to appointments or to my house at the end of a long day sometimes. After I quit, I received a letter from AIL saying I owed them money because some clients canceled their insurance policies. Don't know how that works, but I've read it can affect my credit score, but have also read it doesn't affect me at all. Who knows? Who cares? I'm in my mid-20s now, fulfilling my professional dream of being an editor. I'm happy now. The life insurance, or in general, the insurance MLMs are the most sketchiest to me. I feel like just the way they recruit you, they make you think it's a real job, the way you have to go about selling the product itself, how you earn your commissions. A lot of them are just really sketchy when a life insurance company is an MLM, or as she said, a pyramid scheme. But I'm happy you're living your best life now, and that's a positive thing. I love when y'all tell me like how good y'all are doing now, or you know, the things that you went through, kind of where you are now after it. So with that being said, since my Melaleuca horror story was a literal deep dive into their brochures, I am going to end it here. I do have next up for next MLM Horror Stories another Melaleuca MLM Horror Story and an Herbalife one, so that should be interesting. And now I'm really interested in these Melaleuca MLM Horror Stories. It got me really interested. Leave a coffee emoji in the comments down below if you made it this far, and then don't forget to leave a like and a comment and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Again, if you want me to read your MLM horror stories or continue this series, or if you want me to read your scam story, your pyramid scheme story, any type of scam story that you have, I will read it here on my channel. So don't forget to send those over if you would like me to read them, and I will see you guys in Friday's video. I want to turn the air on. Look at my cute little squishmallow. It's a good backrest. Hi, Deanna. Please keep me anonymous. An how do you say that? Optometrist. I'm aware that I don't even know how to pronounce that word. Fail. Let's see. What does Google say?
Vehemently.
Go back. Melaleuca has no distributor since Melaleuca. I'm like getting tongue twisted just with the name.